This podcast episode was brought to you by VP.net, the only VPN that can't spy on you. Would you rather live in a global capitalist society, but knowing that in order for capitalism to really work, you have to constantly growing your economy, meaning that you need to increase your labor force, you need to increase the amount of consumers, and if you have a population that is in decline, the only solution is to import more people? Or do you want to live in a nationalist society, but knowing that you cannot import unlimited, and in order to, and you would have to have a smaller, more slower growing economy in exchange? You actually can't have both ways.
Well, I got confused. Try that again. Wait, are we live?
Yeah,
are, are you recording?
I'm recording.
Oh shit!
It's been recording.
Oh fuck, my bad.
Well, let's go.
Let's go, Sar. My bad, fuck, my bad, bro.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to the Matt Kim Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Kim, joined by my co-host, Mr. Peter Saddington.
Clearly, I'm confused today, but my SARs out there, check in. My hearts go out to you. Let's go. It's the Matt Kim Podcast.
We do not have Will with us today, and I hope everything at Will is okay.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Because he had an emergency at home with his family and his wife, and he couldn't be here last minute. So hearts and prayers out to Will, and hope everything is okay with you and your family.
Hearts go out to you, Will.
Like the real hearts, not the like.
No, these are
hearts.
these are real hearts. These are the Care Bear stare.
It's been a pretty interesting week. I don't even know where to start today because a couple of things on the radar. Number one is that we had this kind of solo clip talking about the Koreans.
Yes.
And that, bro.
Somebody stirred the pot.
People are like, you can't be Korean and American. I'm like, I don't think many people are looking at me, watching me going, that guy's an American guy.
And there are a lot of people like, you can't be white as much as you'd like to be, Matt. It's like, okay, well I don't think he's trying to be white.
Well, which one is it?
I don't know.
Because they're like, well, Matt, you'll never be white. Okay, then I'm Korean American. Well, you got to drop the Korean. Well, then what am I? Because you guys say you want America to be a white country, but then you can't be white. But then you're like, oh, but you got to drop the hyphen. You got to be Korean. You can't be Korean American. You got to be American.
Yeah.
And you got dual loyalty. I'm like, well,
it's either or, Matt. You can't be both at the same time. You can't have multiple truths at the same time.
And the interesting thing about this, and we spoke about this briefly, is that America and the West, specifically America, Mexico, a little bit of Western Europe now, but mostly the Americas, they do citizenship by residency.
Mm-hmm.
If you live here, and if you live here long enough, or if you're born here, you get to be a citizen.
Makes sense.
This is not a new concept. This has been part of English common law, which when the United States became the United States, they incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something that was... This was the only way that this country could grow, which goes back to the beginning. Do you want the country to be a globalist capitalist society that's constantly growing? Because if you're constantly growing, if you're not having enough kids, you have to import.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other option for it.
If the desire is growth.
Exactly.
If
you want the economy to grow, you need more people.
You need more people, period, full stop. Right. You need more people if you want to grow. If you don't want to grow, then you're going to go down.
Korea, on the other hand, and a lot of Asian countries, and actually a lot of Eastern European countries, even Italy, in order to become a citizen of that country, you have to have blood of that country.
That's right.
They don't do this residency thing.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of legacy going back, yes.
This idea of citizenship and nationality by residency is a concept that's 200, 300 years old.
Relatively new in the whole
Relatively new.
Yeah, span of history, yes.
It's an experiment. Does this work?
Would you say it's working?
Well, because we know that the residency and citizenship, or the citizenship by blood, that has worked because there are societies and cultures that are thousands of years old.
Yes.
And then we see the immigration problems in the United States. You see the immigration problems in UK. You see the immigration problem of France. You see the immigration problem of currently Germany. Mm-hmm. All the countries that are moving, that either are or shifting towards a citizenship by residency model. I would say that if you're anti-immigration and you don't like a lot of people flooding into your borders, that program does not work.
So you say get rid of residency citizenship?
I mean, what else can you do?
Well, I think that would be a very verifiable way of validating whether this human is supposed to be on this land or not. Do you have historicity? Do you have blood relatives? Is there a connection to the motherland, the homeland? If not, then GTFO.
But if you do that, you have to sacrifice your place in the world global economy.
And you're saying that these countries will not grow in scale.
They can't. Yeah. Because you need more consumers always. Otherwise, how do you grow if you have a finite amount of customers? Any business owners knows that. Mm-hmm. If you want to grow your business, you need to figure out how to get more customers.
More is more. More is better.
Not only do you have to get more customers, you need more workers and laborers to build that product.
Or services, yes.
So you need more people.
You do.
But if you have a society that is declining in population without the importation of people, you're actually going to go the other way. Your businesses and your economy will shrink, not grow.
Fair enough. Within that binary, which is grow or decline, then if you want to grow, you need more people all over the board. More workers, more builders, more doers, more leaders, etc., more consumers, more retailers, etc., etc. in that binary. If we remove ourselves and extract ourselves from that binary, we talked about this on the last stream, is maybe it's okay for countries to naturally decline and rebalance out within their own population. Again, if we were to extract ourselves out of that binary.
But then you'd have to forfeit this idea of we want to be global #1 richest country in the world.
Fair enough.
You'd have to forfeit
that. That would be the compromise. Yes.
That's the compromise. And how many people that say, I want America to be this nationalist country, how many people are really willing to sacrifice that? Because without sacrifice, nothing change.
Yeah, fair enough.
Change requires some sort of sacrifice. What are you willing to give up?
Well, that's a really good question, Matt. And I think it depends on your station and position in life. If you are a businessman or a businesswoman in any country, you're looking at scale. You're looking at profitability. You want numbers go up, which means more consumers, more money into your business so you can scale your business, create better products and services. So if you're a businessman or woman, your perspective is bring them in. I need more people to buy my product or service. However, if you're more on the consumer side of the token, consumer side of the equation, you probably don't think too hard about making sure that your country or your nation is growing. What you care about is consuming, right? And just doing the thing.
So in the context of, say, this Trump administration, they decide if they are doing a good job based on the growth of the economy.
Yes.
Does it make any sense that he would remove a lot of people, that he would reduce the amount of immigration, reduce the amount of people coming in, when the purpose is global capitalistic growth?
Yes, of course. The short answer is no. If you are the president and you're of America, you want more. Bigger government. More money. More money in the coffers.
More laborers, more workers.
More tax revenue.
More tax revenue.
Exactly. Of course. You in many ways you kind of don't care how you get it as long as more is given to you, right?
More is better.
That's the entire point of government.
That's the idea.
You got it.
It's the American way.
Give me more, baby.
More is better. Bigger is better.
Supersize me, please. Do you remember when that was the thing back in the 90s? Supersize it. Exactly.
We used to make those jokes all the time. Oh, I'm buying today. I'm going to supersize it.
Exactly.
You can't supersize it.
Exactly. You can't supersize it. It's only 19 cents, dog. I got you.
So this is kind of the problem that we have, right? Is that we're stuck in this idea of a lot of people in this country, a lot of people that are watching the show say, no, we want America to be America.
Okay.
But you can't have it both ways.
Well, let's define terms. What do you mean when you say we want America to be America?
I don't know. What does that mean for anybody watching? Because it's something that people throw on all the time. You have to have American values. Well, what are they?
Are we going to first principles?
Well, what are they?
I would think that if we were to go to first principles, then we would say three things. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. That seems to be a common principle. First principle of American values is life, liberty, and happiness. If that's the case, then frankly, shouldn't we open up our doors to everyone who is trying to achieve life, liberty, and happiness?
Are we even given those first principle promises? Are they being kept? Because you say life. Well, we're poisoning our population with the food and the pharmaceuticals. The government's involved. They know it. So we're not given life. We're actually there taking life.
Okay, fair enough. We're also poisoning the skies.
Liberty. We are controlled on what we can say. We can get banned on different things. Our voices are minimized. And if you protest certain countries in certain areas, you can be jailed for it.
That's true.
Their liberties are being taken away. You're being surveilled every single day. Actually, at the Hyundai factory, if you were working there and you were an American citizen and ICE raided that factory and you were an American citizen, you were also detained.
Yes.
They detained and checked everybody. Can you imagine what it's like if you were going to work at a factory and you're a construction worker and ICE raids you with 300 federal troops and you're detained? What'd you do wrong? You're an American citizen. You went to your job. Why are they detained?
Oh, well, if I was back 2,000 years ago, I would say, I'm a Roman citizen. You can't try me like this. But apparently, in America, if you're an American citizen, you can have zero due process.
Nobody has mentioned that once online, that American citizens,
We're illegally
white
detained.
American citizens, were illegally detained
Without due process.
without due process based on a tip from a random lady.
Karen.
Some random Karen says, oh, I heard this news about all these blah, 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 blah. And they raided you and they detained you and they checked your identification, checked your papers. You are an American citizen living in this country at a job in which you are allowed to work, pursuit of freedom, pursuit of happiness, pursuit of embetterment of your family and society. And the feds came in and detained you and checked your papers. And that's okay with everybody right now. Nobody cares.
Matt, you're doing an extraordinary job functionally decomposing the first principles of America. Apparently, the first principles of America aren't really, let's just say, living up to their namesake.
And who is to blame for, say, bad elections, for bad policy? Because like, oh, you know.
No, it's your fault.
Black people are ruining the country. Immigrants and all these people are. Who is to blame for the fall of society and culture within America? Who?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say it's the tiny hats, but we've gone over that bridge many times, and maybe we'll cover it even more.
Do you know who's to blame? Liberal white women.
Is that
Men
how?
and white men will say, "Oh, it's like this group. It's this group. It's the tiny hats. It's this." Get your women in check. The women are voting for this shit in California, in New York, in all the major Democratic cities and states. It's the white women that are voting hugely in favor of these extremely progressive policies.
Yes.
Why is that anyone else's fault but the men? Keep your women in check.
Oof, you're sounding very fresh and fit today.
I mean, who's responsible for the women voting all that away?
Well,
who gave them the right to vote and who is allowing them and letting them vote that way?
So I saw a meme that I actually chuckled at, and it was kind of sick that I chuckled at it. And the meme was two pictures. The first, the first part of the half of the picture was the New Jersey woman, the Karen who stole the baseball from that father, and the father, when she went up to him and grabbed his arm for the baseball, he went, "Yeah, I'm scared. Who is you? Oh, okay, sir. Yeah, here, have the. I don't want any problem." So that was the first picture, and then the second picture was Iryna, and the meme was, "It starts here with Karens and the destruction of white men." And now you end up having people stabbed in the neck randomly. So maybe you're not wrong. Maybe the men are allowing these Karens to proliferate and grow, and and take over, and now we have people being stabbed in the face.
Who is responsible for all these policies? Because everyone wants to blame everyone else, but the reality is most of these policies are voted into place by liberal white women.
Why do you think?
Who is to blame for that?
Why do you think that is?
Why do you blame everyone for what your wives are doing?
Well, I don't.
Keep your house in order, because men in democratic states, in democratic states, men lean more conservative than they do liberal.
So what you're saying is it's not actually the white Karens that are the problem, even though it sounded like that's what you said. What you're really saying, it's the man's issue, the man's problem by not reining in the woman?
I mean, would your wife vote against you?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
My wife wouldn't.
That was easy answer.
If
Hell
I
no.
say we're voting for them, I don't have to tell her to vote for who I vote for. She's going to vote for who I vote for because why would she ever vote to cancel my vote?
Ooh, you actually bring up, you know how many times...
Only white people do that.
That's a white person thing. Like, I'm just going to, no cap. That's the way I'm going to put it. I have never heard, ever, Matt, of an Asian couple talking about voting where they're split. It's always the white man who says, yeah, you know, I'm going to vote this. My wife's voting the other way, but I'm going to let her do her. I'm like,
Why do you cancel each other out?
why? Yeah, what's the,
What
why don't
world?
why don't you both not go and just chill? Because going together and voting against each other,
It's ridiculous.
it's stupid. Like, what a waste of time.
Or why don't you guys sit down and settle it in your house first?
And get aligned.
Why can't you blame the problems of society on everyone outside of your household when you can't even figure out the problems of society within your own household?
Once
If you
again-
can't agree at home, how do you expect the rest of the country to agree?
Once again, you're sounding very Jordan Peterson-esque. Go clean your room, right? And we've talked about this before on podcast, Matt. And I think as much of a conversation, you know, finisher as it is, the reality is we have too many people complaining about what the world is doing when your home is in ruins. Like, go fucking make your bed. Go fix your family. You want to spend all this time trying to fix the world when your wife doesn't even like you. Your husband doesn't even like you. You guys don't even have a good relation. Your kids don't even respect you. Like, your house is in disarray and disorder. And you're going to spend time going out and telling us how to go fucking fix your house.
So mad about how the teachers and education system are raising your kids, but yet you in your household cannot decide what you want your kids to raise like.
Yeah, and you've essentially, you make a great point. So many families have outsourced their parental duties to teachers, and then they blame the teacher. Brother, go fix your family. You can't outsource education. You can't outsource raising your kids to these blue-haired sheepdog in public schools. It's not going to work.
I want this. I want this. I want my country to be like this. I want it this way. I want. But yet, people aren't willing to act on the simplest things, which is just do it at home. If you can't do it at home, you're not going to change society.
Man, say less. 10-4.
And it's kind of, like I saw that Cracker Barrel. We're back at Cracker Barrel.
They got rid of the cracker and the barrel, guys.
Well, they brought back the cracker, they brought back the barrel, and they decided that they're no longer going to do the renovations.
Oh, so they're not going to whitewash the whole old country style cooking?
And I'm thinking, I go to Cracker Barrel a lot. I was really looking forward to some renovations. You know what I mean? Like, the tables are greasy.
No, that's part of the aesthetic, man.
That's part of the aesthetic from people that say that's people that don't go. But if you go often, you kind of want it to be clean.
I go all the time.
Clean it up.
Matt,
I like Cracker Barrel.
I like the homey feel.
Do
I like
you?
it when it's dirty.
Yeah, I don't. I could do without the dirtiness.
Really?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: have you ever gone up to upstate Pennsylvania or New Jersey where they have those Civil War reenactments and they have those Civil War like little mini towns where you can do tours and stuff where the women are churning the butter?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like, do you want that to look like a Holiday Inn or do you want it to look time period relevant?
Well, okay. How often do you go to that thing? Number one. Number two.
I mean, that's my
that's
metaphor.
not where you're like living and eating
when
on a regular basis. That's more of an experience.
I go to Cracker Barrel once a month.
You know?
Guaranteed.
Like, do you want to live in a cabin?
No, but you want it.
No, you want it to be nice and clean.
Wrong, sir. When I go to a cabin.
Sar.
Wrong, SAR. Check in, SARS. Wrong, SAR. When I go to a Cracker, let's go back to Cracker Barrel. When I go to Cracker Barrel, I am going there for the old country cooking smell, the old country cooking dust near the chimney, near the fireplace, old country cooking creaky chairs. I'm going for the punigi, the aesthetic, man. That's what I'm there for.
I'm there for the country fried steak and the blueberry pancakes.
See, that's the difference between you and I in this scenario. You and I just value different things. It's almost like this, if we're looping it back to the American first principles, it's almost like people value different things, so therefore we care about different things, so therefore our perspectives are different always. So maybe, just maybe, you are blaming the white man or blaming the men for not controlling their women because the women are voting against them. Maybe you just need to be more respectful and diverse, Matt, and allow diversity of thought to play itself out, and diversity of experience and voting patterns.
Yeah, you sound
Or
like
is that destroying our nation?
I mean, you sound like a DI commercial.
Oh, I'll tell you, in this podcast, one of the things that we're working for is we don't have enough Native American handicapped women, and so we have veterans,
Handicapped veteran women.
Yes, and they also need to be lesbian
And black and trans.
and black and trans. So we're working on that. Mea culpa, maxima culpa. There's too much Asian going on. Since we're white adjacent, we're kind of just being racist by being here. So we need to include more black people, Native American, lesbians, trans, and all that stuff. You're not wrong. We'll do better. We'll do better.
This whole, how do I say her name? The whole Iryna? Iryna.
Just say Iryna, yep.
What's her full name?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Iryna.
This video of a random black guy stabbing this pretty blonde in a train has gone uber viral.
The entire world has seen it.
And everyone is so upset, not for different reasons.
For different reasons. Because remember, diversity matters.
Diversity matters, apparently. And people are pissed off. This is what happens when you let black people around white people and they're going to get shot and they're going to hit, etc.
Yeah.
And Trump's like, oh, there's a problem with blacks and Hispanics in crime. That's what he's saying. Number one, there's no solution to like stop the amount of black or Hispanic people. So it's like, doesn't mean anything. But that's what we're told. Okay.
Well, we're being told to now care about this.
We are
At the high level. We're
we
being
are
told to care about
definitely
this.
told by every single propagandist channel in the world,
On
at
both
least
sides.
in this country,
Yeah.
that this is the most important issue going on right now.
And we need to care about it.
You need to care about it.
Therefore, we're talking about it like good cucks.
Yes. Yes, the master.
Yeah. yes. Yes, massa. Yes. Riddle me harder. Propagandize me harder, sir.
So right now, the narrative is that this is a black and white problem.
Yes.
Look at what they're doing to the white people. What happened to her is horrible. Full stop.
Full stop. Yeah.
It is tragic, horrible, and that should not happen to anybody.
Never happen. We should not live in a world where you get off from your job at a pizza place, you get onto a train or a bus or any public transport, and sit down and within a minute get stabbed in the neck. It should never happen. Like, that scenario should never be written into any script ever, period, full stop.
If that's for if you're white, you're black, you're yellow, you're purple, you're
Green.
American, you're Russian, even if you're Israeli, this should not happen to innocent bystanders.
Don't go too far.
Shouldn't happen. Got that out of the way
Fair enough.
because it's the right thing to say.
It. we're not even being obtuse here. We're being inclusive.
Okay.
With our language
Yes.
here, making sure that
Yeah.
everybody, every spectrum of thought is covered
Yeah,
here.
melting pot this thing.
Oh, melting pot.
Melting pot.
Ooh, that's an
Okay.
interesting word.
So now that we've said that, I think it's very odd that in the middle of Russia's largest attack on Ukraine to date, at the same time, Poland is saying, "Oh, the Russians are in our airspace and they're shooting missiles." At the same time, the EU representatives are in Washington right now, trying to figure out a collective defense system and method, and asking for more money, asking for U.S. troops and asking for U.S. involvement. That all of a sudden, every single warmongering channel in the world is going, "Hey, the Ukrainian refugees shouldn't have died like that."
Oh.
All of a sudden, our hearts are bleeding for a Ukrainian refugee. How can they do this to the Ukrainian refugee? And isn't it so convenient, that she's a pretty white blonde girl? Because if it was not a pretty white blonde girl, you may care a little bit less. And now you have this person saying, hey, we want to paint murals out there in remembrance of her.
She's now our George Floyd, our white George Floyd.
Our white George Floyd. And all these people that are starting to become propaganda, I'll invest, I'll donate, and they're gonna they are going to Hunger Games, Mockingbird, Katniss her all over the country, almost like a Ukrainian flag in 2022.
Bro, are you putting down?
They're gonna paint the picture of the Ukrainian refugee all over America. At the same time that United States is trying to get more engaged and send more money and more troops to Ukraine, it seems like war propaganda to me. And it sucks because she died, and it's really unfortunate.
Fair enough.
And it was tragic.
We've already gotten past that. You guys cannot blame us for laughing or being anything. It's sad. Should never happen. Should never happen. Period. Full stop. But I feel like I'm picking up what you're putting down here, Matt. What you're saying, that it is interestingly convenient in terms of the timing.
Coincidental?
Very coincidental that during a time in which, let's just say, hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars are being asked for.
Right after the War Department was created.
Right. Is that it is highly convenient and coincidental that a, let's just say, representative of the nation that is asking for billions of our dollars was just suddenly martyred in cold blood, potentially as a token, or potentially as this let's just, what's the word I want to use? This symbol of our empathy, sympathy, and maybe even opening up our wallets, is what you're saying?
Everyone that is currently on this, you got to protect Iryna side, everyone that's on that side were the side that was like, I can't believe Biden just gave out refugee status to unlimited people. I can't believe we're supporting Ukraine. Why do you have a Ukrainian flag in your bio? All those people are the ones posting a picture of this girl.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. So we had this episode, a banger of an episode. I forget which which one it was, but I loved the idea when we were talking about AI, and you were saying AI is reading all the scripts, they're reading all the socials, they're amalgamating everything, and they're saying, you know what? This is a fire starter. This is what we should do. The timing is perfect. It makes sense. And so what you're saying, if I can communicate this effectively, is that AI said, you know what? These conservative pundits who are anti-Ukraine, there's a way to get them on our side.
There's a little bit of white fear going on. There's this white blonde girl that just happened to get caught on camera.
What you're saying is this is the way of the Matrix to bring everybody along to Ukraine. Not just the liberals, not just the radical progressives, but now we can get the middle, we can get the right and the alt-right all supporting us opening up our wallets and giving Ukraine more money. Is that what you're saying?
How could you be against them? She's in a mural. She's Hunger Games. She's the Mockingjay.
Ooh. Boo, 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 boo. Isn't that a song?
Something like that. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Pretty close.
Clip that shit, man. Clip that shit. Check in SARS. Man, that's very meta of you. So is this a way of the Matrix making sure that everybody is on the side of Ukraine? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, people were so anti-Ukrainian war.
Fair enough,
for a
yes.
very long
There was
time.
a lot of rhetoric.
And one of the first things that Trump did when he got elected was, hey, we're going to pause our payments to Ukraine. That took a lot of news. Him turning those payments back on and actually sending more was not in the news. People have this weird feeling that we're not sending any more money and weapons to Ukraine.
No, we're sending them.
They are here. And then they do the performative Zelensky at Washington in the White House, and he storms out. It's like, oh, look, we got him.
Yep.
But nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Actually, Zelensky is going around saying that the United States, that he has a deal with the United States to get the United States involved. That's what Zelensky is saying.
Oh, I'm excited for his wife. Every time his wife comes to New York, she drops like $5 million on like bags and purses and all that stuff.
And Putin comes into town, and they do a meeting with Trump, and nothing happens. If anything, Trump just like Putin basically like walks away from him.
Yeah.
Nothing achieved.
Well, at least that's what the optics they want you to think. Maybe something has, but let me capstone this. So what Matt is not saying is that this black man stabbing Iryna in the neck was manufactured. You're saying it was not manufactured. It was a random act of violence.
Random act of violence that happened.
That happened. And so what you're saying
And we
is
can talk about the randomness of it.
we'll talk about it in a second, but let's just, for all intents and purposes, a random act of violence of a black man on a Ukrainian refugee. You're saying not manufactured, however, highly leverageable by the Matrix as a perfect coincidental element to leverage to bring the right into the pockets of the financiers of Ukraine. Is that what you're saying?
Never let an opportunity go to waste.
Or a crisis.
Crisis.
Never let a crisis go to waste is what you're saying.
Yes.
Wow. Well played, Matrix. This is 4D chess all over.
Because the stabbing was 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but it's trending at the same exact time that everything is going on in Ukraine and Russia.
Damn, you're not wrong, bro. It actually, I
It
remember.
was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember glazing over it and kind of have like a what moment? Yeah, it was like in my brain, I was like, oh, this is like a month ago.
Yeah. It was 3 weeks
Suddenly,
ago,
it's suddenly
but
going viral now.
at the same exact time of the Russian bombings, at the same exact time as the United States looking to get more involved and send more troops and send more money and send more weapons, at the same time that this idea of Russians in Polish airspace is going in the news and everyone's talking about that, at the same exact time, they bring back a story from 3 weeks ago about specifically a Ukrainian refugee, and they say the family decided that we are not going to send the body back to Ukraine, although her family and her father is there. We're not going to send the family back to Ukraine because she loves America so much. She's been here 2 years. She's a refugee. She loves America so much. And everyone said, oh, how American of her. She's more American than a lot of you. I'm like, no, she's not. She's not American at all.
She's not American at all,
At
bro.
all.
Like, period.
Oh, she's more American than you. Okay. All you guys say that. Or like, oh, we don't want immigrants. We don't want people here. Like, something has to stop. And America has to be America. But all of a sudden, they say, oh, but she doesn't want her body sent back because she loves America so much. And everyone says, oh, how American of her.
I can't believe that, Matt. That's offensive. That's offensive. You cannot say that she's a more American than you and I.
Can you tell me that this is just all coincidence? It happens to be news overlap.
I think I've solved.
Because all these timelines are going at the same exact time for sure, 100%.
I've Scooby-Dooed it. I know the answer. You want to hear the answer?
Yes.
Palantir. Let me conjure up a scenario. There's a man in front of a huge dashboard. And on this dashboard are all the hot ticket items of the political and social. Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, immigration, drugs, fentanyl, right? It's all the big fire starter issues. And what this guy does is he looks at this dashboard and suddenly Ukraine goes, poof, 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 red, red, red. And he goes, what's that? He clicks on it and Palantir, all the automation and all the AI goes, Ukrainian girl just died. Opportunity to leverage it for monetary gain, right? Political advantages, 52% point, 50% increase. Potential to increase alt-right hatred. And this guy's looking at it and he goes, oh my gosh, Palantir, Peter Thiel.
Code 0.
Dude, I got it. The system told me, this is the time. Press the button.
Yeah.
Don't you think that happened?
Yeah.
I bet. I would put $1,000 on it that there's a guy in a dungeon that looks at a daggone screen and the AI's feeding him all the social stuff and it goes, boom, here's how you take advantage of this. Here's how you take advantage of this. I feel like that's it.
I feel like it too. I mean, either that or it's just the most coincidental world event ever.
Because
We believe in coincidence.
That's true.
Happens all the time.
All the time.
The government just happens to get lucky.
You know what I love the most is how coincidental the government is when it comes to evidence. Suddenly passports, just fly out of the sky. These types of things, it's just mere coincidence that everything evaporated except the one thing that you actually need.
Yeah.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I feel
like the breadcrumbs are leading us here, though.
I don't want to belittle the death and murder
No.
of.
We're just trying to put it
girl.
together. We're asking questions here.
But something here doesn't add up.
It stinks.
It's like poo flingy stinky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not coming from the armpits. It's coming from the feet.
Straight from the asshole, maybe.
Check in, SARS. You know what to do. Let us be known. Check in.
Yeah, so it's a weird one because I understand people's outrage. But if you are going to, okay.
Well, let me interject. There is so much inflammatory, like serious inflammatory rhetoric going on in the race category of this issue, which bothers me a lot. Like, you see these, alt-right pundits or the conservative pundits now all apparently loosening their lips, and they're talking about black on white crime, black on black crime, per capita statistics. It's getting pretty heated, Matt.
And what could be a better opportunity than getting two narratives with one event?
Ooh.
You can garner up the support for the Ukraine war, which is what they're doing right now.
Yes.
At the same time, they can create chaos in the cities because now you're going to have black people mad at the white people mad at the black people. They're going to start colliding. And we already see the National Guard and feds moving into the cities to knock shit down. What a better excuse than possibly a race riot?
And more control.
More control. Hey, dust off that parliamentarian, guys. We're going to need it.
Yeah, let us know what's happening. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, by the way, for your safety, Matt, we're going to need you to stay in your home for 36 hours because there's going to be a potential race riot.
We're going to have martial law. We have a curfew. Oh, wait. Like they did in D.C.?
Yeah. Oh.
Curfew at 10 p.m. because the feds are here. It's not safe for your safety. We need to come in and make sure that everything is right. Because we can't allow the race riots to happen after they inflame them, after they start them. Because isn't it weird that the propagandist conservative media, who typically stays away from issues like this in this strong type of way, that all of a sudden they're talking about race?
It is quite odd. So I'll take
Because initially you're like, oh, look, their people are so fed up that finally they're talking about it.
Yes.
And I was like,
maybe they're just adding kindling to the fire.
yeah, because
Right?
that's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah. Get this fire started.
So we had the Summer of Love, the Black Lives Matter riots that cost over $2 billion worth of damages. So here's the question. Now that the white man has their George Floyd, and Iryna is especially going to be immortalized if they start creating murals for her all over the cities. The question I have to ask is, are we going to see more than $2 billion worth of damages from the white man this time?
I mean, does it matter who does the damage? Because the result, everyone's so focused on like how things happen. Like what's the reason, why, and etc. But sometimes it's easiest just to look at the result and work your way backwards. And the result is feds in the cities, feds with more surveillance, feds having more control over what you cannot do. And really on how we get there, does it actually matter that much? Because that's their end goal, is that they want more control. The federal government wants to have more control than the state government. They want to be able to intercept your life.
Yes, problem, reaction, solution.
Then does it matter how we got there? Like who matters? What does it matter who does the damage? Because the entire thing was orchestrated to have one side do it over the other. It doesn't matter. And why is it that all these riots happen under Trump? Where were the riots under Biden?
Well, when we had Biden, we had Kamala hanging out with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they were doing concerts and shit, man.
But there were no
and she was
riots.
cackling about the plugs in the buses.
Not
and
trying to say Biden was better. He's the worst.
shit. Yeah,
But
but we didn't have riots. That's for sure.
maybe people just don't naturally riot. Maybe the only rioting we actually get is manufactured riots. Oh, it's George Soros. It's George Soros. George Soros. Okay. But most of those actually ended pretty... Like, oh, George Soros funded all these... Palestinian protests in the universities.
Maybe.
Well, outside of the feds going in and arresting students, like, it actually wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
What'd they do? Like, bully some kids?
So what you're saying is the upper echelons of power and the matrix give two shits about what color you are.
No care whatsoever.
And what you're saying is they're laughing at us, looking down at us and saying, these
Fell
stupid,
for it again.
These stupid shits. They're fighting over the color of the Skittles. It doesn't matter. They're all in our control.
You're all sitting in the same jar anyway.
Bro, same rat cage.
They don't care.
They don't give a shit.
They have no care if you're black or you're white or yellow or you're purple or the odd blue one.
Because you're saying it does not matter because they are looking at the end solution. Control. Power. Right? Is that what you're saying?
There was this clip I saw, and we don't have it right now. But basically, it was Elon Musk at this All In podcast. He was like,
Yeah, I watched it.
And,
Yeah.
and they
it's a
interviewed
little old, but still relevant.
Well, I think it was just happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're like, oh, yeah, what was your time like in Washington? And he was like, I learned one thing, and that the government is unfixable.
Yes, he did say that.
And that the debt problem is a huge problem. And the only way to solve this will be if AI and the robots fix it.
Yep, very dystopian. And the thing is, he didn't get a lot of pushback for that, did he?
No, everyone's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The AI and the robots are going to save us.
Yeah. Let's outsource our decision making and autonomy to a machine. That's a great idea, Matt.
So what is the best way to implement all these programs and all this AI, all these robots that they're building and they're investing into that's supposed to save humanity and save society? What's the best way to roll them out? Create chaos in the cities.
Of course. Because you wouldn't want chaos to reign. You have to rein it in. You have to control. And the only one, did you see the Palantir CEO interview too? When his autistic moments of just continuing like verbal diarrhea, he wouldn't shut up. Anyway, so that Palantir and people like him can take over is what you're saying. Ah, I see. It makes a lot of sense now.
And then in the news, I see, Alex Karp and Palantir decline a NSA contract because they are concerned about the surveillance that they would have to do. And I'm like, wait, what? How is this a news headline? That Palantir declined an NSA contract because they were not comfortable with the NSA's level of surveillance. It's almost like, we want you to like Palantir now. Look how noble they are.
Oh, yeah.
Look how principled they are. They care about your freedom and your privacy so that they are not going to take a government contract from the NSA. Obviously.
Of course. And shame on you, Matt, for thinking otherwise. They only have good intentions, Matt. That would be like Kirkland water, purified water, being overly concerned that they're getting access to too much water.
Too much water.
They wouldn't want to be responsible for clean water, would they?
No. You don't want a contract with a stadium
It's not
that's
just
going to give you the water because...
It's not their business model or anything, right? I mean, Palantir's business model isn't data and surveillance, is it?
Government data and surveillance? But NSA, they want to give us another contract? No, this one, it's crossing the line.
Too much.
It's too much.
Too much, SAR.
Too much.
Gone too far, SAR.
Almost like they're doing a little bit of PR campaign because their PR has been going down the drain. People are being very critical of them.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, this news pops up.
Yeah, thanks, Nick Fuentes.
Palantir is on your side now.
Yes, Palantir for the win, for the good. Yes.
All of this is coming together at the same exact time.
Dude, I don't want to be like too awesome here, Matt. But I seriously believe I solved it. Like literally. I'm going to go back to it because I just feel like it's a brilliant idea. There's literally you're you know enough to be dangerous around AI. Like you're not an expert, neither am I, but we've been in the know and we know people in the know and we have some sophisticated conversations. You know for a fact, Matt, that AI can do exactly what I said. Conglomerate, amass all of the data of everything that's going on. And all they have to do is write some scripts or some constraints or some outcome desires. And they say, hey, tell me when all of this stuff equates to this thing that I can do. And so the wheels are churning, the bits and bytes are moving, and a guy on a dashboard says, wah, 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 Ukraine opportunity, right? Girl got stabbed. I'm dead nut serious, bro. I seriously think Palantir and AI, they know how to manipulate the entirety of the narrative across the board. I feel like that's what's happening. Could I be wrong? Potentially. But does it seem like all these coinkydinks, all these coincidences, the timing, the eerie timing of all of this, it just seems too manufactured, would you say?
And at the same exact time, the U.S. government is blowing up ships in the Caribbean.
Yes.
And everyone's going, oh, finally, we're blowing up people's ships in the Caribbean. Like, wait, we do that?
Yeah. And Israel's bombing Qatar, by the way, too, with our money.
Israel is bombing Qatar.
Yeah.
And Trump's like, oh.
He signed off on it.
Well, he's like, what they did was really wrong, but because it's Hamas, it's okay.
Look, how many times...
What happened to actually allies in this world?
If you had a pit bull and your pit bull bit some people, how many people is it gonna take to get bitten before you go, you know what? I should probably rein in my pit bull. Like, isn't that kind of our relationship with Israel right now? Is that we go, dadgummit, Israel, stop fucking killing people.
Well, not only that, but in Trump's tweet, he said that he knew about it before it was going to happen, and he tried to warn the Qatari, but it was too late.
But he also signed off on it, essentially. Or
if you knew, instead of trying to warn the Qatari, if you had any power, influence, and control, why don't you pick up the phone and say, hey, Bibi, don't do that shit?
Yeah. Or balls. Yeah.
He would rather try to warn the Qatari, hey, get out of the way. Yeah, sorry, it's too late, guys. Instead of picking up the phone and making the more obvious call, which is, don't do it.
Yes, if you had power and balls.
But he doesn't, because he couldn't. Or he did, and he said no.
Wouldn't. Yes.
Regardless,
that's even worse.
He admitted himself, President Trump himself admitted that before the missile attack in Doha happened, that he knew.
Yes.
If that was 10 minutes before, or an hour before, or a day before, I don't know. But he specifically said he knew, and he tried to warn Qatar. He tried to warn Qatar.
Yes. So I remember, Matt, clips of Trump with passion saying stuff like, I'm just tired of people dying over there. Like, he was really passionate about that. But it seems like in his tenure so far, he's been captain of the helm, and a lot of people have died under his watch.
Well, he was supposed to be, because my favorite clip of Trump.
Ukrainians are dying. I want to stop that.
Is Trump at the G7 meeting or G20 meeting, and he's in the back, and he walks up front, he pushes everyone away, and he adjusts his tie. He's like, I'm first.
Yep.
I thought that was the most gangster moment. I was like, dude, people respect him.
Yep.
But then he gets elected again, and he's thinking that he's this big shit, and everyone cares, and everyone's going to respect him, and everyone's going to fear him, and he's going to stop Ukrainian war in 24 hours, day one promise. And what's really happening is Zelensky comes here, mouths off at President Trump in front of the press at the White House.
Yep.
Putin comes and meets him in Alaska, does nothing, gets nothing done, and just leaves.
He genteelly pushes in BB's seat while BB comes.
Gently adjusts BB's seat.
Exactly.
And then he's like, oh, fuck, they're making fun of me. So then the Indian prime minister comes like, let me do it again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, is our president cucked?
Well, and then Xi Jinping's like, I'm gonna have this huge military parade.
Xi Jinping's like, you guys are a bunch of bitches.
And all those people that you say you hate, I'm gonna invite every single one of them, and they're gonna walk right next to me. And he says, because everyone's talking about that clip where he says, oh, and we're gonna live 150 years. What he says before that is Trump's not gonna be around for long anyway, and we can live 150 years.
150 years, yeah.
We just have to wait him out.
Exactly. It's kind of like
no fear.
Yeah. It's like waiting for all the boomers to die so that we can actually have new policies that don't just benefit the boomers.
You just got to wait 3 more years.
For the boomers, maybe another 15, 20 years, they'll all be dead, yeah?
I mean, for them to wait out Trump,
Yeah, easy cakes.
there is no fear.
No
in that
fear.
man whatsoever.
They just have to put on their screensaver for 3 more years. After that, they can get back to action.
So I don't know what's going on, but it feels like all the news is starting to collect at a major moment. And we've talked about this on stream.
Yeah, we've
and
talked
if you're
about
not checking out the stream, we've been streaming like once or twice a week. Put out your notifications. We typically go sometime in the weekday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we do our show live
Check-in
at
star.
that time.
Yeah.
And I think today is, hopefully this goes up on Wednesday night, so Thursday night.
Yep. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, we will have a stream live. If there's any questions you want to ask, you can ask them then. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday.
You got it.
Back topic.
You got it. So we have talked a lot this year specifically about this crescendo
Yes.
that is building. This almost this crescendo of to a climax. Now we don't know what the climax is yet, but I'll tell you, Matt, the rhetoric, the kind of the congealing of parties that used to hate each other, but now we're kind of combining forces and finding commonality in these really odd ways. Like something's coming to a head. I'm curious, Matt. What do you think that is? I mean, is it war?
I think it's war. Well, okay.
Because we now have a Department of War,
Okay. We just changed the Department of Defense, the War Department.
which is. Let's sit on that for just. That's so stupid, Matt. Don't you think that's stupid? Why would you name yourself something that clearly shows intent? Like,
Because they want to go to war.
I don't name myself the Department of Pedophilia,
Okay.
right? Right? You don't name yourself the Department of Pedos, right? You don't name yourself the Department of Shooting People or Killing People. You call it the Department of Defense. You call it Child Welfare Systems. Like, use a lighter term, right? But the Department of War sounds very barbaric, does it not?
It's all propaganda and narrative control because now you have entire portion of the country going, oh, we have the War Department now. Unknowingly, they're celebrating the idea of war.
It's overtly aggressive.
And people are celebrating it.
Why?
Oh, America's back. We have a War Department now. Well, what are you talking about?
They're sucking you dry in this war machine.
So we have the War Department. We are sending troops and warships
So stupid.
into the Caribbean, which happens to be now the Gulf of America.
One of the most dangerous places.
How can we not send our warships to the Gulf of America? That's our Gulf.
Yeah. You know, it's ours. It's ours. Taken years ago, I guess. Whatever. The whole War Department thing sickens me. I don't understand why we would name ourselves to something that clearly is the biggest problem for America since time immemorial. Is that we're world police. We're spending trillions of dollars on the war machine, and what are we getting back for it? Fucking $19 burritos. I bought a fucking $19 burrito. It upset me more than Iryna.
Crazy how expensive things are.
I mean, I'm being somewhat facetious. I'm very sad for Iryna, but I'm really pissed off at paying fucking $19 for a fucking burrito, Matt. It's fucking carne asada and guacamole.
Dude, you Mexican lover.
What the fuck, dude? $20? Do you? I remember a day, Matt. This is so upsetting. I remember a day when a burrito was $7 for a, what was it? What was it called? A Joey Bag of Donut burrito, or was it a home wrecker burrito? It was like $9. The fuck? Anyway, sorry.
Well, okay.
Autism moment.
Do you want prices to go down?
Yes,
Do
please.
you want the economy to grow?
Yes, please.
Then welcome more people. They create a situation, make the economy, everything expensive. And they say, well, there's a solution here. What if we had more laborers? What if there were more consumers? Then we can actually mitigate the price and the cost, and pricing will go down for you. The only sacrifice you need to make is you need more immigrants.
More brown people?
I mean, that's the solution, isn't it? Because your cost of a burrito would go down if there was more immigrants here.
You're saying that
That's how economics works.
You're saying that my burrito would lower in cost if we had more brown people?
Yes.
The brown people that we're importing, like, mash food
Create
up on
cheaper
the
labor?
streets
Yep.
with their hands,
Yes.
while also wiping their ass at
Yes.
the same time.
But you have cheaper labor. You have a larger labor force. You have people that will make that burrito for cheaper, make the supplies for that burrito for cheaper. You would have people that work at that restaurant for cheaper. But therefore, your cost of burrito goes down. the corporations still can retain and increase their profit because now they have more consumers to sell from. You want a cheaper burrito? They're going to tell you to import more people. It's just obvious at this point.
So what you're really saying is if I want a cheaper burrito, then I have to be less racist.
If you want a cheaper burrito, you need to understand how economics works. And the economics is you need more people.
Is that what the Harvard economics professors are telling us these days?
I mean, I don't know if they're telling you like, oh, you need to import more people in order to lower the cost of living. I don't know if that works but they tell you the opposite.
That's kind of the irony that I'm trying to move towards here. Yes, it's kind of the opposite. Yes. So I'm still confounded as to
because does that make any sense that if you have less people,
no, I'm with you.
and less consumers
I'm with you.
less money in the economy, that all of a sudden your price goes down? No, your price goes up.
Yeah, because of scarcity, right? So scarcity, scarce items, higher price, commoditization, lower price. So what you're saying is the commodity is brown people. Because we got lots of them. We bring in lots of commodities, brown people. They make the commodities, burritos, everything lowers in price.
They create a problem. They get you really mad about that problem. They get you really fearful and scared about that problem. And then at the end, when you've had enough and you're at peak fatigue, they give you their solution.
Blow off valve.
And the solution is always not what you wanted, but what you settled for because the problem got so bad.
That's right. What you settled for. While they're moving the goalposts, number one, and that your freedoms are shrinking, number two.
You can live in a safer society. Yes, there is too much black and white violence in this country, and it's so dangerous. And me, as a white person, as a American, cannot go on the train in North Carolina anymore. Dude, number one, you never went on the train anyway.
Yes.
The only people on that train are black people and immigrants. Yeah. So you didn't lose your opportunity to go on a train. You weren't going on that anyway.
Yeah.
Side note. We have a solution for you to make your train ride safer that you never take. We will just add more cameras.
Yes.
We will have more federal police.
Yes.
We will do more random ID checks of American citizens.
Yes.
Because they do that at the Hyundai factory. They do that in California every day, where if you're driving through a checkpoint,
yes,
and you're an American citizen,
you still get stopped.
You need to stop at the checkpoint and show your ID and prove you're an American citizen when you're in America as an American citizen. The feds control where you can go.
They're doing that in Florida.
They limit your movement. You have to check in SAR to everyone that asks for it. And it is a complete violation of your rights.
But you're safer.
But you're safer.
Yes, you're safer. Was it Benjamin Franklin who said something to the effect of, those who are willing to give up freedom and liberty for safety deserve neither? Something like this. I think that's where we're headed. I had a colleague of mine who lives down in Tampa, Florida, and he said they're literally doing that shit. They have checkpoints on certain highways, or not major highways, but kind of some roads where they're just stadies.
Yeah.
And they're just stopping you random. It's not like after a curfew, you could be drunk after the bar. Like, it's fucking 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Even that, I believe, is legal, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. The police can't stop you without reason.
Duh. Makes sense. But I'm saying is
then
that...
why are they doing ID checks on drunk people? Why are they doing ID checks on the highways to see if you're an American citizen or not?
That's the egregious part. They're like, are you an American? I'm fucking on A1A going to fucking Tampa, bro.
It doesn't even matter if you are or not. What right do they have to stop you? The only excuse they have is that it's for your safety.
For your own good.
For your own good. Do you want to be the next Iryna?
No.
Of course not. Then just shut up and comply.
That could be my daughter.
It could be.
Could be yours.
Not mine. I don't have a white daughter.
But touche.
But
well played.
Don't look at the individual acts and look at the result. And the result is always a loss of control, a loss of freedom, an increase in surveillance.
I think that's what we need to look out for. If there's anything that we can promise to all of our SARs out there and all of our community worldwide, we are going to keep our finger on the pulse, because I think Matt is directionally correct. And what I mean by that is, we are going to see what the outcome of this Iryna thing is, and I bet you're right.
Oh, I'm 100%
A
right.
constriction of our freedoms, more oversight and control, and more censorship.
And
More money to Ukraine!
And racial civil unrest within the cities, rolling out the feds to keep the peace. Oh, almost like they're peacekeepers.
That's like I read an article of the UN coming into America. Aren't they
peacekeepers?
Aren't they peacekeepers?
Peacekeepers?
That would be well timed, wouldn't it?
Okay, can we talk about one very...
Yes.
Okay. So the audio leaked. Let me see if I
All
can
right,
find it.
guys.
Okay.
You guys ready for this? We're going down the rabbit hole.
Now we can really theorize.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The audio leaked. Let me see if I can do this.
Yeah, just throw it up and put it up on the thing.
Okay. Let me see if the audio leaked on
So
the
this
killer.
So you said something in your body did what?
Something in your body.
Nah, the material, put it like this, the material used in my body is stabbed lady.
So the government put material on his body. Something.
And so she just got stabbed.
Yeah. You know that's not me. I'm talking about just for no reason. But since they did that, now they got to investigate the material in my body is supposed to. Since they want to do all that, now they got to investigate.
It's fun.
Okay.
She's from,
So let's
So he makes a claim that
this is-
somebody
let's
put
give
a
context.
materi-
This is the killer
of Katniss.
of Katniss. Do, 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 do.
And he's making a claim while in prison, talking to his sister, I believe, that somebody put a material in his body, and the material in his body is the one that decided to murder the girl.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like the trans shooter who would speak to himself in the mirror to Satan, and Satan told him to go do all these heinous acts. So what you're saying is this DaCosta guy who killed Iryna, the Ukrainian refugee, was satanic? Or he was controlled by a government like Mockingbird or CIA LSD experiment? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, is MK Ultra out of the question here?
Was he mind controlled to do this?
Okay. This is the tweet from Donald Trump regarding this person.
What?
The animal who so violently killed the beautiful young lady from Ukraine who came to America searching for peace and safety should be given a quick, there is no doubt, trial and only awarded the death penalty. There can be no other option. Get rid
Of the
that
evidence.
quickly.
Bro.
Always.
You're on point today, dog.
Always.
You can't have him talk.
You can't have him around too long. Just kill him now.
He's going to be Epsteined.
He just said that somebody put a material in his body and the material acted on his behalf. And then the president of the United States comes out,
You know,
death penalty immediately, no other option.
I'm gonna say something that sounds whatever. I really wish that guy had a broader vocabulary. I don't know what the fuck a material is. Like, did they inject you with something? Did they make you eat something? Did they make you eat a Flintstones gummy?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
They put a material on me. What the fuck does that even mean, bro?
Before anyone gets to ask those questions, he's going to disappear.
Yeah, but our educational system has failed. The only word he could have used is material. Brother, come on, increase
What if
your
it was
vocabulary.
material?
I think I have a pretty good vocabulary. Out of all the words, bro, use something different. They injected me. They made me eat this. They made me drink this. They put me under. They forced me to. Instead, he's like, oh man, they put a material on me. Ninja, please use, be more descriptive. Help a brother out. They put a material on me?
You're just asking for more because it's really interesting. It's like
Ninja, please.
it's like one of those movies where they just give you enough and you're at the edge of your seat like, dude, what the hell is he talking about? I want to know. What's this material?
Seriously, where my logic goes to is the destruction of the public school system. They failed this guy, so he lacks vocabulary to explain why he killed this woman.
Or they choose a guy that specifically fits that mold.
Fair enough. Ignoramus does as ignoramus does. But man, please, you cannot help us uncover the truth by using the word, oh, they put a material on me. The fuck does that... Did they put a patch on you? Did they make you watch a video? Did they drug you? They put a material on you? What is this, a nicotine patch? Come on, brother. Please. I hope they get more evidence from him before he mysteriously disappears. That would be unfortunate.
I feel like that's what we're going to get with this guy.
Guys, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. What do you think the material that they done put on him was?
And I think more interesting that I haven't seen anyone talk about it. Because I watched this video. You've seen this video. Everyone's seen this video. And everyone acts like, oh, the mainstream media tried to cover this up and they won't cover it. I'm like, dude, I thought you guys were the media. What happened to 6 months ago? We are the media. And everyone posted it. Then like, oh, the mainstream media. Like, dude, are you the media or not?
Everybody's still a cuck to the mainstream
Are you the media or they're not?
They're not releasing it yet.
Are you the media or they're not? Stop saying you're the media. If you're going to blame the media for not covering something, every time they don't cover something you want them to cover. You're the media or you're not. You don't say, I am the media. We are the media.
And then you have...
like, oh, they didn't cover, the media didn't cover it.
Yeah, you can't say I'm the media and then have no agency.
Because they know the truth. Yeah. They're propagandists and they're hoping for someone to do it. And that was the talking point given because everyone's parroting the same exact thing.
How many screens?
Because while I'm watching them talk about their media won't cover it, I'm literally saying, oh, wait, CNN's talking about this. Oh, wait. It's on the front page of the New York Post. Who's the media that's not covering this, by the way?
Exactly.
Oh, we forced them to cover it. What?
Yeah, it's very...
You forced them.
Yeah,
that was you specifically.
It was actually revealing how many screenshots we saw from these pundits, these propagandists who were like, look, no one's talking about Iryna. No one... What a cuck. Why don't you go find the news yourself?
Literally, my entire feed for an entire 24 hours was this incident.
I know.
Like, oh, no one's covering it. Dude, I can't see anything else. It's almost like they're forcing you to see this only.
Well, they want you to care about it. And
of course.
Look at us now. We're an hour deep talking about it still.
But talking about Katniss.
Yeah.
Katniss. But in the video, she was looking at her phone.
Oh, it's this.
She was looking at her phone. That's what happened at the moment of demise.
What does she do? Is this it? I don't know. I think this is it, right? This is it, right? Or is that the shocker?
No. She was looking at her phone.
Do you remember the shocker?
Yeah. I think the shocker was like this.
I love it. Bro.
One in the pink, two in the stink, right?
Degeneracy. Oh, man, I'm going back to 1999.
One in the pink, two in the
Party
stink.
over.
That's
Oops.
what it was.
Damn. Wow. You take me back to Ice Cube.
Iryna was looking at her phone when she was murdered.
You brought this up. This was an intriguing point.
And the culprit was looking over her shoulder at her phone and then decided to stab her. What was she looking at?
So, man, you made me go down this MK Ultra thought train for a second. And when you said that, it just clicked to me. That, for him to see what's on her phone could have been the trigger.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe it was the trigger.
She's going.
He was looking over her shoulder.
He's like,
and then boom, snap.
Yeah, like literally.
What was she looking at?
Yeah.
What was she looking at?
Maybe
no one wants to know. No one wants to ask the obvious question when everyone's seen this video of this lady on the phone. He's leaning over her shoulder, sees her phone, and then snaps. What was she looking at? I feel like it's a relevant question.
That's why we're free thinkers. We're willing to ask the questions even in the gray.
He didn't attack her as soon as she sat down.
He didn't?
He waited and he looked and saw something on her phone and then acted. That's not a question people want to know.
It's a very good point.
I'm like, oh, and then he walks on this video of like this random borrowed video. Oh, I got the white girl. I'm like, oh, look, it was racially motivated. Well, let me tell you, black people call white people white girl, white boy, white man. It doesn't mean that I was targeted because they were white. It's just
true.
how you reference people.
That's true.
When I'm looking for someone and I was like, oh yeah, it's over there. I'm standing over here. I'm standing next to the black guy. Doesn't mean I'm targeting black people.
Yeah.
It's just how you reference people.
Fair enough. It lacks a little bit of class to say it like that, but Matt's not wrong.
People say it all the time.
It is class. It's not very classy for sure.
It's like, oh, the black guy in the red shirt.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It doesn't mean that it was 100% measured. It could have been, yeah, sure.
But we have all these political
But
pundits
for
now.
us to guarantee that we know it's not true. Because again, black people refer to white people as white girl all the time.
And the reality is, at the end of the day, nobody knows the heart of man. We do not know if it was truly racially motivated. All we know is that Palantir algorithms told us,
Definitely got the machine started.
and the machine is humming.
Crazy.
Humming.
Overdrive.
Money is being made on the ads right now, bro. Big time. Somebody's getting paid.
I'm curious to know, what do you guys think that the video would have been? Because
Might have been a trigger.
I think that's actually the most important question out there. What were they looking at? And what made him snap? And what was the video? I wonder, maybe she was watching like Nick Fuentes videos.
You know,
She was watching Nick Fuentes
You know what I
videos,
know?
and that guy's like, fuck that guy.
I know what she was watching.
What?
The Matt Kim podcast.
See you guys next